Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl SimoneShariced. Today in this video, I'm going to be doing a full installation of a middle part. I'm going to be showing you guys a braiding pattern and how I sew it in. So stay tuned and keep watching. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are new. And welcome back to all my other subscribers. So I'm going to start out by just separating her leave out. And she wanted a part where she could do a middle part and also do a side part if she wanted to. So I left out this amount. It's up to you if you want to leave out less hair. So yeah, totally up to you. Now I made like an L-shaped braid, and I usually like to put those first because it makes the braid a little bit more flatter when you are sewing in the hair. So I like to braid that little L shape, and now I'm just going to be braiding straight down. I'm taking each braid and I'm joining them, as you can see. And you want to do the first couple of braids in the front a little bit tinier than the ones in the back, because remember, this is the front. You don't want the front to be bulky or high or weird looking. You want it to be very flat and nice in the front. So do them a little bit more skinnier in the front as you guys are going along, and then once you get to the back, then get larger. So what I'm going to do is I'm just parting the hair just like this, as you can see, and I'm going to use some braiding here because she has some damage. So I want the braid to last quite a while and not pick out after, a couple of weeks or so. And then I'm going to take this braid that I had and I'm just going to join it and braid going down and around. And yeah, I usually do this because if the client has a lot of breakage in the back, it just makes it so much easier and it lasts much more longer. So now we are on to the left side, and I'm doing the same exact thing. I wanted to show you guys both sides because you guys always want to know exactly how I'm doing it and why I'm doing it. So that's why I'm showing you guys exactly left and right. You can skip towards the middle if you want to watch the sewing part, but I'm going to go really in depth for the braiding process. And I'm doing the same thing. I'm parting the hair down a little bit, and then I'm joining the braid. Now after I finish braiding this part, I'm just going to continue braiding down, and then I like to connect this braid with the one that I have in my hand. And it just to me, the less braids that are loose that you have to sew up, the better. So that's why I'm connecting this braid. Now I'm just going to continue just braiding down in the downward motion just to, keep the hair nice and flat. Also, I do not like my sewings to be lumpy whatsoever, so I am so particular when it comes to my braiding. This braiding pattern is really for beginners, but it can work for anyone. It makes the hair nice and flat, so it's totally up to you. But I like to braid this way because it just makes life 10 times easier, especially if you are a beginner. So I just connected all the braids. So the one that I just previously braided, as you can see, these two are connected, kind of like a wishbone, and then the little braid that was connected on the nape of the neck, I put into this braid as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just sewing this little piece up, and I'm doing that because I don't want to keep braiding and connecting, because after a while you'll see that it's getting bulky. So I like to keep it every maybe 3 or 4 braids and start to get a little bit thick. I will sew this part up just to keep the hair nice and flat. Now I moved back to the right side, and I'm going to do everything I just did on the left side right over to the right side, and I'm going to speed this part up a little bit because it's the same exact thing. So after you've joined the braids, as you can see, I had these 2 little pieces just hanging. I'm going to sew those up. So you should have sewed up maybe 4 grouped braids in total. The first 2 that we did when I was doing the left and the right side, and everything in the back came up to be 2 entire large braids. And this is how it looks sewn down. So it's nice and neat, guys. It's super flat. Like, you can touch your head and you won't feel a lump or nothing. And that's what I love about braiding this way. This is a 360 view. This is how it looks from a bird's eye view. This is the left side, this is the right side. And she wanted a net, so I ended up sewing this net onto her hair. And a net pretty much is very like, it's very, you know, if you want it or not, it's not really a mandatory thing. Personally, I don't really wear nets because they itch like crazy, but it is more it helps protect your hair a little bit more. You don't have to sew on your braid, you can sew through the net, so it helps the hair last a little bit longer. So this is a 360 view of it, so you guys can see. I recorded this part with my phone, my camera died. Alright, so I started sewing already because I already have a sewing video up of how I did sew my middle part in. So it's the same exact way. You're just going to sew from temple to temple, side to side. It's the same thing. When I'm starting the sewing, when I start sewing, I'm actually going through the weft. And then as I make my way around to the other temple, I'm going around the weft. And as I'm going up, I'm kind of tilting the weft a little bit. Not tilting it too much. Like right now it's just really tilted because I'm just trying to show you guys. But not tilting it too much. We don't want it to be, you know, too tilted and it's just like sitting weird. This is exactly how I'm doing it. And you guys can do it the same exact way and follow. When you're in the back, like sewing like from like the nape of the neck or whatever, you don't have to tilt them. The only way you get up to the hairline, the front part. By your temples, you want to start tilting so that it falls naturally in your face. Finally, we're at the last track, which is like the best feeling ever. By the way, this is my friend Brittany. Went to high school with her, but the deal breaker was I will do your hair if I can do it on camera. I'm just kidding. But she has a blog that is coming out, so look out for that, guys. I'll have it written in the description box below. Now, I already flattened her hair and everything off camera because my flying cord was too short, but right now I'm just finessing her baby hairs. I'm slaying them. And her hair blended in really well with the hair, you guys, so that's also a great thing. And like I said, we left out just enough leave out. Now I'm going in with my argan oil spray just to add some nice shine and sheen and spray to it. But yeah, guys, that's all. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Simone.Charisse and subscribe to my channel if you're new, guys. And thank you, lovely people, for watching my video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. See you in my next one.